Well, I'm going to bring up your first comedian. This is the guy who actually started comics about 7 years ago, 7 or 8 years ago. He is really fantastic. He's probably the best geek comedian working today. Give it up, please, for Mr. Tom Franck.
Thank you, Sax. Thank you, Ventura. Thank you, C4. How about this, huh? Yes. Great convention. And kicking things off, the delightfully angry Sax Carr. So Ventura Comic Con is a great convention today, right? A lot of fun, awesome. I think if there's a lesson to be taken from the Ventura C4 Comic Con, it's that you can have an amazing convention without Lou Ferrigno. It can be done. He's not in a corner signing autographs, and it's awesome. I don't know how this happened. Like, the guy showed up at a convention, I don't know, first time like 1978. He hasn't stopped since. He has this unbroken streak of signing his name in autographs, and he's like the Cal Ripken Jr. of giving his John Hancock. If there was an autograph signing Hall of Fame, Lou Ferrigno would have his own wing where we'd have a table set up and he would be signing autographs. And it's kind of silly if you think about it, because the guy's really only known for one thing, and one thing only, and that is signing his name at conventions across. So with conventions today, the big thing, obviously, let's call a spade, female cosplayers. That's taken over. Like 15 years, who would have thought that comic book conventions could have, if they wanted, the most competitive wet t-shirt contest in the universe? If you had said that to me 15 years ago, I would have thought you were crazy. But it's like Ivy Doom Kitty and Arizona Power Girl in the same, that's like Galactus versus the Watcher, but with boobs. Comic book conventions are like Crisis on Infinite Cleavage. It's crazy. 15 years ago, no way. It's like, it used to be, you go to a convention now, like cosplay's just taken over. I mean, look at the number of people here. Like, you'd see a guy, you walk around, you'll see some guy like dressed up as Iron Man. And you'd be like, hey, yeah, that's pretty cool. The guy's dressed up as Iron Man. Like 15 years ago, there was a good chance that guy thought he was Iron Man. Totally different mentality about the whole thing. So I want to thank my daughter for coming to the convention with me. I'm trying to raise the best geek child in the universe. And I believe I am succeeding. I drive her to school every day. I split time with her. I'm a single dad. And we're running late. And this is my fault. And I feel bad about this. I want to get her to school on time. So I'm driving, I'm hurrying. And I look in the rear view mirror. And I see her in the back of the car. And she's got her eyes closed. And she's going like this. And I'm like, honey, is everything okay? What's wrong? And she says, I'm using the Force to try and smash jerks. And that is a good use of the Force. That's not the dark side. We're watching TV, and Little Shop of Horrors came on, the 1980s one, and great movie. And it's the opening credits, and it says, directed by Frank Oz, which I had forgotten about, and she didn't know. And she goes, director I am. And she had a report that she was doing on Ben Franklin. And so we're sitting around and we're talking about all of the things that Ben Franklin had done in his life. And I'm talking to her, I'm telling her about the Constitutional Convention, crucial chapter in the life of Ben Franklin and our country. And she's listening, and she's going, okay, so was there cosplay at the Constitutional Convention? Perfectly valid question. And I said, honey, no, there wasn't, but Lou Ferrigno was there signing autographs. And he was this close to putting his name on the Declaration of Independence, but the Founding Fathers didn't want to pay him $60. That works out. So one thing I do with her is I've got a themed sketchbook, and I've taken it like to all of these conventions across the country, and I've been doing it for years, and I've got literally hundreds of artists who are drawing evil giant robots for her. And it's a great thing, you know, I love doing it. And yeah, Calvin did one, great artist, Calvin Nye is here. And I'm with this guy, and I'm explaining the project to him, like, hey, this is for my daughter. And he's just flipping through it, and he says, is your daughter sick? Like, not sick now, like really sick, like ill. Like, no one would go this far for a healthy child. It's his attitude. And I was thinking, no, she's perfectly fine. And then I thought about it, and I go, but Steve Ditko doesn't need to know that. Come on, Miranda, put on your leukemia face. We're going to New York. So, one thing that I'm geeky about are video games. And I don't understand how you can not be, right? Video games have become amazing. Like, there's no reason not to love video. Like, if you went back in time to like the 70s, when all they had was Pong and Space Invaders, and you showed the people then the video games of today, they would be more impressed with these games than with the time machine that brought you back. They'd be like, yes, I know I can travel back to Edwardian England. I want to play Gears of War 4. That's the superior technology, you jive turkey. So, okay, I'm gonna say that's it. Oh yeah, we're running a little late. Slowly walk to the stage. Should I do one more thing? You've been loving me, right? So I was with my daughter, and we were watching all 6 Star Wars movies in a row. Okay? Which we've all done. Okay? And whenever you do that, boy does it seem like Luke Skywalker becomes a Jedi awfully quick. You know what I mean? It's like in the prequels, Anakin's like 9 years old, and he's already too old to be a Jedi, and they won't let him in. By the time The Empire Strikes Back rolls around, Luke basically spends a weekend with Yoda, and that's it. No more training do you require. Really? It doesn't feel like he's done the work needed to become a Jedi Knight as much as it feels like he's gone to Jedi fantasy camp. And then in the next movie, like, he reunites with Darth Vader, and he says, like, oh, I see you have constructed your own lightsaber. Indeed, you are powerful. And a Jedi Knight, like, throwing together a lightsaber illustrates some grand mastery of the Force. You take the focusing crystal, surround it with some field energizers, shove it in a flashlight, boom, lightsaber. Seems to me your average Jawa could make one. His attitude in that scene should be the exact opposite. He should be furious to find out that Luke is a Jedi. He should be, what? Are you kidding me? A Jedi? In my day, we were Padawans for 15 years before they let us become Jedi Knights. And we had to wear stupid braids in our hair for no reason. And we fought droid generals with 4 arms and Sith lords with double-bladed lightsabers. And we didn't complain about having to go to the Tashi station to pick up some power converters. We were thankful. Okay, that's my time. Thank you very much.